Kyle, feature race success on Friday night, all Aussie boy, strong winner of the Westbred Classic.
Yeah, absolutely, Wes. Fantastic feeling to win a race of that calibre, but even better feeling to win a race of that calibre for the people that I won it for. You know, just a great bunch of people in the Quaddie Syndicate and Bob Woods himself, the whole group. You know, it's just a fantastic bunch of people that don't normally get that sort of opportunity to win a race like that. They just really appreciate it.
Bob's been around for a long time. I can remember a horse called Pataz many, many years ago. You probably still would have been in nappies.
Yeah, absolutely. My old man's told me a few stories about him because he used to drive him, and we've had a few discussions about old Bobby. And you know, to this day, he still does a fantastic job. You know, he certainly hasn't been left behind with the times, and you know, he just does a super job with the youngsters. And as Friday night shows, he's still up there with the best of them.
Good win because there was an early burn, persistent threat. Tommy Buchanan wanted the front. You didn't want to relinquish. It must have been awfully tight and very close.
Yeah, absolutely, Wes. You know, when the fields first come out, I thought, oh, well, if we take a sit, I think we nearly guarantee us a top three finish. I thought, but if we take a sit, I don't think we can win. I think our best bet was to lead. Then when I sort of read the article saying that the two horses had missed a bit of work, I thought, oh, well, that sort of pushes me to want to lead. And after the early burn, I thought, well, if it's missed the work, I really want to hold up. And he was nearly all but crossed, and then luckily for us, put a couple of roughies in, and then the rest was just history.
All Aussie boy, he was strong at the finish.
Absolutely. You know, he's not the sort of horse that gives his all. He does give his all, but he doesn't do it unless he has to. You know, he hit the line strong, but doesn't sort of put in unless he has to do it, really. And probably had a little bit left in there if he needed it. So he's run a super race after the early burn. He was half entitled to pull up at the end, and he was hitting the line as strong as ever.
You've been driving a Hoka Courage of late. No doubt he'll be going around Friday night for Jared Humphreys. He's been racing exceptionally well. I know there's been a little bit of bad luck there. A fortnight back, got carted back through the field when he looked to be travelling so well, but he's just got such a good turn of foot.
Yeah, absolutely, Wes. You know, if the pace has been honest enough and he's close enough, he's always just going to give him windburn. But he's just that sort of horse. He's got to be driven a certain way. And that's why he was unlucky the other week, as you say. Had he have not had that bad luck, he would have just sprained him that night, I feel, the way he hit the line. But he's racing in fine form. Jared's doing a fantastic job with him, placing him in the right races and having him spot on every time. But as I say, he's just got to be driven that way, and he's either very unlucky or he's very impressive.
I know you've got a couple in work and they're both stable stars, Betters Fire and Springsteen. Must be good getting up in the morning just to work those two, knowing that you've got horses that will be winning races.
Yeah, absolutely, Wes. I really am blessed. It's, you know, I feel bad at times for some people that chase those sort of horses their entire career, and this early in mine I've pulled two of them. But they're just fantastic horses, and as you say, it just makes it that much easier to get up in the morning to put the time and effort into horses you know are going to give you the return.
Betters Fire worked his way up to the Pacing Cup, and you just got the impression towards the end he'd probably come to the end, but you knew damn well that was going to benefit him for his next period of racing.
Yeah, absolutely, spot on again, Wes. You know, we only planned to give him half a dozen starts when he arrived from New Zealand. He had 3 weeks off. You know what it's like, they don't normally run a campaign like that off 3 weeks break from New Zealand. But we planned to give him half a dozen. I never had to get him better than 80% to win his first 5 races straight for me. So I thought, oh, well, I said to Frank, the owner, I said, well, we might as well have a crack at a couple of these nice races coming up. He's in fine form. He looks as good as ever. He's feeling good. I said, as soon as he sort of looks like he needs the paddock, we'll send him there. He's come out. He's won the Navy Cup. He won the Mount Eden Sprint. He won the Bunbury Cup. You know, all in fine form. And probably after the Bunbury Cup, that knocked him around a bit. It was a solid run. He got a little bit of a check at the start. They went 157 and a piece. I think it was pretty close to the track record. Because he hadn't had that proper break, he was really needing to spell at that point, but so close to the Fremantle Cup and the Pacing Cup, big money races. He wasn't right burnt out, but he was pretty close, so I just patched him up and spaced his runs and maintained him, and we got him through. And Fremantle Cup, he was probably at 95%. I was happy with everything I could have done with him there. We just beat by an absolute superstar on the night. And Pacing Cup, he was probably well and truly ready for the paddock then, but it was only another week away, so we sent him around for the experience, and he should come back a much better horse this campaign.
Springsteen, the other one I mentioned, a proven stand horse, very, very capable at the stand, and he, like Betters Fire, won plenty of races when last in work. Certainly got something to work with those pair. How far off are they?
About a month. I should be looking at trials. End of July, early August. Plan to have them at trials. I'll take my time with them, but they should be up and ready probably in the next month.
All right then, so they've had a decent break and a good lead up to racing.
Yeah, absolutely. They both had 3 months off. They both needed, as I said. Better's Fire only had the 3 weeks from New Zealand when he landed. Springsteen, when I got him, probably needed a spell. He had a few niggles here and there. Took me a little while to get him going, but when he did, he just kept improving. And even towards the end, he just kept improving. And every race I give him, he just got better and better. And I thought, oh, he really should go to the paddock, but he just kept going so good. So in the end, I thought, if I'm tipping the other one out, I might as well give him 3 months together and bring him back. So I aim on giving him a few races and tipping him out and bringing him back for carnival time.
Yeah, certainly we'll be looking forward to getting them back. Keep up the great work out there on the track. Drive plenty more.
Thanks very much, Wes. Appreciate it.